And I've been trying to be really specific with my prayers in my journal, like making a point of asking for very specific things. Because I think it's helped me to, I don't know if like expressing my faith in God's like providence and like providing for what I'm asking for.
So, welcome to our show. I'm Izzy.
I'm Maggie.
And this is the Long Game Podcast where we talk all things faith, fitness, and relationships.
I love it. You nailed the intro every time.
I've been having way more fun with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like,
it sounds so natural.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it earlier and I was like, do I even know the intro? Because I never have to say it. I'm just like, I'm Maggie.
You have to say
and
your
that's
piece.
it. I'm just like, yeah.
I think that's common though. I think on the duos, there's someone that's like they do it. And then
You're probably right.
We have our roles.
Yeah.
You are taking over all the stuff and I'm doing these
Yes.
things.
Yeah. I'm back end.
You're back
you
end.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. I was telling Mitchell that yesterday. We're on a walk and I was like you messaged me about stuff and I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm so busy. I was like, I'll hop on and have a meeting with it if you really need to. Otherwise, I trust you 1000%. And I was like, I'm so grateful also that like you're naturally good at those things because you're very organized and detail focused. But then you're also like literally doing it as your profession. So I was like, this is could not have been better.
Oh man, yeah, I would not know. I mean, 75% of what I just built out for our podcast if it weren't for my current role. So I'm very grateful for what I've learned. Yeah.
No, trust me, I'm very grateful.
It's made me so organized. Yeah, we'll have a little meeting. We'll chat about all the
100%.
new things coming down the pipeline.
I just couldn't fit it in yesterday.
Yeah, very fair. So stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned. Lots of fun stuff coming for you guys.
Yes, but today... Don't what?
No. Oh, I was going to say, don't be shy. Reach out. Tell us what you want to hear. All the things.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're always open. But today we're talking about habits, building habits, how those daily practices that we do on a regular basis, like can change everything, shift everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. It's not hard.
I also feel like we love our daily habits.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, it's just, I was just really thinking about this and I was like, it's very simple, and I think that this is going to be very helpful for people.
Yeah.
Because I think also they try and do too many things, make it challenging. Like, it shouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
A habit is actually supposed to be pretty easy, and if all your habits feel really hard right now, you're not setting yourself up for success.
Yeah, that's going to be overwhelming.
It's not going to feel good. Like, it should be like, oh, now when I do this, I get to do this. And when I do that, I do that. And then it feels really good.
Yeah, and we're going to get into, like, how to actually
the nitty-gritty, guys.
Your habits, yeah.
My caffeine is hitting, so I'm like...
Let's go. You know, as you start shaking, the whole couch just starts moving.
I know, but I really did. It hit me.
That's how it goes. I know, I always
My
start
eyes
sweating.
are like...
Got the crazy eyes. I know, I was looking at a past podcast that we did, and I was like, why do I have crazy eyes? In like every single frame that I'm
really?
in. But I think I'm trying to be expressive. And so now I'm really thinking about my eyes. So
I saw one of the clips that we got sent in, the shorts on me. My face is so bad. I was like, oh my, it's so bad. Mitchell was literally laughing. I was like, that's when you know it's bad.
That's hilarious. Yeah. I think when we initially started out, a lot of the thumbnails, just my eyes were closed. So at least now my eyes are open. So.
Well, you do that when you think sometimes. When you say something, you go,
yeah.
well.
I think my mom does that. I feel like my mom's a big close your eyes thing.
Yeah. It probably helps, like shut everything out.
It totally does. Yeah.
Response. No, I'm not going to get in the habit. To speak.
Lock in.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
All right.
Let's dive in. What's a daily habit that's truly shaped you?
Bible. Reading my Bible. 100%.
I love
100%
that.
reading my Bible.
Yeah.
However, right now I've realized that it's become too much of a habit versus like spending intimate time. And sometimes it's literally just like, okay, I did it. I read my Bible. It's done. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to shift that right now.
Make sure it's intentional.
Yeah.
And it's not just something to check off.
Yes, exactly.
List.
So that's,
That makes so much sense.
So, but 1000%, that is absolutely game changing for me.
Love that.
100%. It's like different days, I feel like.
Yeah.
The intent.
Yeah. Definitely. I think one for me that has like kind of turned into more of like a personality trait, but just like practicing positivity. I think we're both naturally very positive people, but that's something that we have worked towards.
That's true.
And like, it's really hard for me to be around cynical people now, or like anyone that's like just shooting down like my positivity over and over again. I have like very low tolerance before I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like I'm checked out. Like I cannot
Yeah.
keep meeting your cynicism.
If you're not trying to make the best of every situation, I probably don't want to be around you.
Well, exactly. And I feel like we both do.
100%.
And I love that we practice that on a daily
Yep.
basis because now it's a habit that I don't even think about.
Yeah.
That's how ingrained it is.
Yeah. That's so good. I mean, think about that, like, even when we were planning the birthday, we're like, oh, what's going to happen? We're not like, oh, no, it's ruined. We're like, we're going to make it work. It's still going to be a vibe. You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I think about like, all right, if the worst case scenario happens, like, here's how we'll pivot. It'll be okay. Like, that is just how we are.
Yeah.
But not everyone's like that. So I'm really grateful that we have that positivity.
It's like when you're traveling with someone who just is like not happy. They always complain about something. I'm like, oh, I cannot be around. It's like, why?
Yeah.
How are you finding something to be upset about
Every single, yeah.
on vacation?
Yep.
Yeah. No, can't do.
Can't do it.
If you're that person, you should probably work on that because you'll be a lot happier.
Should probably change that about
You should
yourself.
probably change it. No, but I think know that you can change that about yourself, honestly.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, and
It literally is just a habit of changing your mindset.
Maybe it's not easy, but it's like, it's not complicated to be like, oh, I'm thinking about this negatively. What if I just thought about it positively?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, my mood has changed. Your whole body chemistry changes.
Yeah.
When you go from being like, oh, to being like, oh, it's okay because we'll do this, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
My
that we're
2 cents.
both like that.
Yes, me too.
All right. What's one habit you're prioritizing right now?
I'm trying to switch this right now because, like I said, reading the Bible has been like too much of like just a check the box thing. Right now, what I want to do, I'm trying to switch some things around so that I can really spend like intimate time every day.
Yeah.
So I really want like an hour in the morning to like read my Bible and do the things.
Yeah.
That, however, is not like because I think you could look at it and be like, oh, just get up an hour earlier and like do your thing. For me, I know if I said that that's what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that. I would not be setting myself up for success.
Sure.
Because I have to be flexible with my wake up time because I struggle with getting good and consistent sleep and it throws off my whole day if like I don't. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to be like, all right, I'm just going to get up at 5 a.m. and read. And then there's no way because then I'll probably lose trust with myself because I'll have to break that and everything
sense.
like that,
Yeah.
which I think is actually really important when thinking about the strategy of habits.
Wow.
So that's what I'm like, setting things up to make that a very sustainable long-term habit.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you?
I have a couple things I'm working on. One is responding to texts as soon as I see them because otherwise I feel like they get lost in the shuffle and then a week later I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like I'm the worst texter. Like, and so I know that if I just see it and respond when I have time right away, like I'm typically a much better responder and I want to be a good communicator. And I was like, this is somewhere I'm falling short for sure.
So good, dude.
Yeah.
I actually, yes, if there's something that I can get done, whether it's a decision or a response to someone about a decision, if it takes less than 5 minutes, I should do it right then and there.
I love that.
Like,
yeah.
and I do that all the time with things. And it doesn't mean you need to be glued to your phone and always having to respond. You can set hours of like, I don't respond to anything after 6 or whatever. Mm-hmm. But during the day, if I go to the phone and I see it, I get the thing done right then.
Agreed. Because I think I also often overestimate my memory that I'll remember to respond to them. And I'm like, and I don't. I really do not remember because so many other things happen. So many other messages come in. So I'm like, I need to be better about responding right away. And in like on that similar vein too is remembering to pray for people. Like as soon as someone texts me and asks me to pray for them, like I just want to pray for them right away.
Same.
Because again, like that gets lost in the shuffle too.
Yep.
So I've been trying to be more cognizant of making that a habit and not being like, yep, I'll pray for them later and I will forget.
So I'll write out a prayer to them or like just voice memo a prayer.
Oh, I like that.
It's so ideal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because then it's like, nope, I'm doing this right now. I take this seriously. I'm like, oh, I'll be praying for you. If I'm going to, why can't I just do it right now?
Do it right now.
I literally did it like yesterday in the DMs with someone.
That's awesome. I love that.
I was like, all right.
That's a great little life hack. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
Just voice memo it.
Yeah.
That's great. But yeah, those are the two that I'm working on right now.
I love that. That's good.
All right. How do you know the difference between routines that serve you and routines that numb you? I feel like you were talking about that a little bit with your Bible.
Yes, 100%. I think for one, routines I usually rarely stick to longer than like 3 months.
Okay.
After 3 to 4 months, I'm over that routine. I need to switch it because it's so hard to sustain it at a high level for that long, because then it becomes the motions of everything.
Right.
There are certain habits that I will stick to every single day, but the routines that support that habit, I will switch.
Yeah.
Because afterwards I'm like, I don't like this anymore. I'm bored of this. And I need to shake it up, because for me, sticking in the same thing for so long, I just feel like I don't feel good after a while of it.
That makes sense.
It's the same thing like when we find a new thing that we like to eat.
I was literally just thinking about food. I really don't know how people, like, you hear people that go, this is the same breakfast I've eaten for like 365 days straight. I'm like, I can't imagine.
Yeah, and for like years.
Eating the same thing.
I have a cousin who he has had the same breakfast every single day. It's also disgusting. It is it's 2 eggs blended in a cup with like cinnamon and like, I think some milk. It's so weird.
Does he cook it?
No, he drinks it raw.
That's so disgusting.
And he has had that every single day for like 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, see, I don't
understand. It's also
that
disgusting. So it brings me no joy. Like, I love making a little, I go through my vibe where I'm like, I have a parfait every morning for breakfast. Or like I have my little scrambled eggs, you know.
Yeah, your avocado toast. But it's just like, you go through your phases. I'll do it like a couple weeks maybe of the same thing. But I, like a month, I don't think I've ever gone a month with the same meal every day.
The same exact.
Maybe when we were in Merced, we had.
But we were there for like a month.
It's true.
Oh, but just a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's, I mean, maybe when I was in college playing soccer, even still, no, I've always switched it up. I don't like that.
No,
that's too boring. Boring.
No. If you like to eat the same thing every day,
no, that's
good
very
for you.
Optimal.
Honestly, yeah,
like that's amazing.
I wish.
Yeah, if only I could. No,
I don't. I love the variety.
Yeah. I know people though where I'm like, that's definitely sad. Where they like can't even eat this. They won't even eat their leftovers. I'm like, okay, dude. You got to get over that.
Because they can't eat the same thing twice
2 days in a row. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's excessive. Come
when
on.
I find something that I like, I love
breakfast,
that.
lunch, dinner. And then a sweet treat.
I will never forget your sourdough and hard-boiled egg.
Yep.
It looks so good, though.
It was amazing. Yeah, I found this sourdough at the farmer's market.
Jalapeno
cheddar. Come on.
It was amazing.
Yeah, local. And then I would hard boil typically 2 eggs, a little salt and pepper, and like butter my sourdough and toast it. I did eat that for lunch and dinner, like for a couple weeks. It was your thing. Yeah.
But then you're like, no, it's a treat.
Then I got over it. I was like, I don't feel like hard boiled eggs anymore.
Yeah.
Like a normal person.
I love to shake up the routine.
Yeah.
Habits will remain. Some habits will never go, but a new routine, I love it.
It is.
I'll be like, oh, this is my new routine.
A new planner,
yes,
a new journal, whatever.
A new planner. Come on.
I know. Yeah. Well, I love buying a new planner. We bought one at the beginning of the year, and I used it for like a week, and I haven't used it since.
Dude, same.
Did you? Okay.
Well, actually, no. I had such a good rhythm for 3 months. And it was so good because at the beginning of the week, I wrote out the week goal. And then and I had like the week goals and the task, and it was amazing. I did that every week all the way through March. And in the beginning of the month, I did the recap on how good all the things were and everything. And it was awesome.
Okay, I did a couple months.
Yeah.
I did. Because I remember having like wedding goals and stuff as we were like planning.
Okay,
but yeah,
by April,
March, no.
It was gone.
Yeah. Lasted a couple of months. But it's so fun. It's like,
so fun. I really just need quarterly. Someone needs to just invent, but cute. Because they have like the only cute quarterly planners that are also like different. I don't want it all the same theme. I want it to be cute. This quarter I go out and get this one, and then this is for this, and then you have it. Because then it's like, a new quarter, you know?
Yep. Yeah.
Versus like, okay, here's for the whole year. By April, I'm bored of it.
Yeah. It's like old news.
Yeah.
But I think as far as like habits and routines that numb you versus like actually fuel you.
Yeah, I got so sidetracked.
I know
Sorry.
we talked about food for so long. No, that was me too. That was a great tangent. I fully support it. But I think you'll know the things that numb you because it takes you out of the present. Like I think that our routines and our habits are meant to keep us in the present still. Meant to keep us on track daily.
Yeah.
And then routines that numb you, it's kind of just to like take you out of the actual day.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does.
But
It
it's like even
does.
a routine of like watching TV or
Ooh, yeah.
you know, like my daily routine of watching TV, like that can often take me out of the present.
Dude, that's how you know also, maybe it was later down in the questions, whether a habit is good or bad. Two is, do I feel better or worse after I've done this thing?
Wow. Yeah.
So you look at it, you're like, if you sit there and watch 5 hours of TV, you're probably not going to feel better.
Yeah.
about
or
anything.
Scrolling. Yeah. Anything like that.
Scrolling.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going
Absolutely
to feel
agree.
good. Yeah.
That's
that was
great.
good. Thanks for bringing us back there. Because
Of course.
I went on an adventure.
Full circle. All right. What's your earliest memory of journaling? Because this is a habit that we both have had for years. And I really wanted to go back and look at like my old diaries. And I have in the past, I didn't recently. But anyway, the earliest memory, because we've both done this for years.
Yeah, I love it. So I have like my first journal, and some of it is very hard to decipher because I'm dyslexic and dysgraphic, so it's hard to like even read. But it's really special. I'm just like me writing about my family. I think I was only 8.
Oh, that's young.
Yeah. And that you can like barely read. It's not really, it's me trying to, but it goes through like 10.
Yeah.
And as I get a little bit older, and then I actually wrote like to Mitchell, like my future husband, and I like wrote him a bunch of things. So that was really sweet.
That's so cute.
But yeah, probably like
You were writing to your future husband at 10?
Yeah, I was really
That's so cute.
yeah. It was like, I'm praying for you today. I love you so much. I don't know where I heard that.
Love that.
Yeah, I must have.
I mean, I did that, but not at 10.
Oh, super. Yeah. I must have heard it somewhere and been like, I'm gonna do that. Yeah. So
I love that.
He knows I love him, so that's good.
Yeah, I feel like I started journaling similar time frame, like 7, 8. And when I go back, it's like words are grossly misspelled and it's just like hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can barely read it even then.
Yeah.
And but I remember having one journal entry, and like I talked about like my friend group all the time, which was like obviously you were a big part of that.
Yeah.
And so it was like today, like Izzy and I are going shopping, or we're going to Barnes and Noble, whatever. I've always been and still am a very factual journaler.
Yes, same.
You are too? Because
Yes.
I feel like I see some people's like excerpts from their journal and it's like so deep and profound, and mine are just like, so today I'm working and then I'm gonna like go work out later.
That's my day to day.
Yeah.
I am that way on the day. Good morning. This is what I'm doing today. This is what I did yesterday. This is recapping. Like, you know,
yeah.
when I'm deep journaling, it is like that. It is like super intense. And then I'll look at it and be like, wow, Izzy, what were you feeling?
See, I don't do that very often, and sometimes I'm like, maybe I should go deeper with my journaling, but I've just always been more factual, and it's still like a great outlet for me. I just don't think I'm one of those like really reflective, like poetic journalers.
Really?
It's just like, this is what I'm doing today.
Yeah. It's so awesome. It's very grounding. Yeah.
It is.
I love it. I love it. A big journal. I think that's a great habit.
I agree. Yeah. I try to journal every morning pretty much. And when I'm feeling like very overwhelmed, or when I'm like, I need to start work right away in the morning, I don't have time to journal, that's when I'm like, I need to journal the most.
Nice.
And so I'm like, I can push work back for 15 minutes and journal for a minute and just actually ground in the morning before diving right into
I've gotten
work.
very busy. Yes.
I know. Yeah. I go through my seasons too. And Matthew will remind me, he's been like, have you been journaling lately?
Mitchell does that too.
I'm like, no, I should be.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's important.
It is. And it's a great way to start your day too, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than just like diving into something busy.
Yeah.
But you have your whole morning routine too. Yeah. All right. How do you think journaling from a young age has affected you emotionally as an adult? Do you think it's helped you?
Yeah, I think it helped me immensely.
Yeah.
Just for a thought process and like escape to like, oh, this is my place where I talk about my life.
Yeah.
For no one to read, but for me, you know? So for me, yes, I think it's been something that's very, very helpful. I think it also is really great to be able to get your feelings out about things.
Agreed.
Just
Yeah.
write it out. Look
Yeah.
at it. See it. Make it tangible. And then you're like, okay.
100%.
Yeah.
And like to be able to articulate what you're feeling is huge. And I was thinking about this because I read a study and it said 15 minutes of journaling twice a day like reduces depression, anxiety, hostility, all of the things. And I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, like I'm pretty emotionally regulated as an adult now, but like obviously as a child you were not, right? You're learning how to do that independently. And how good journaling was for us to actually articulate our feelings for emotional regulation. I was like, that was probably so formational.
Yeah.
And we didn't even know.
Yeah. And for me, it's also interesting to me too, because like, I think my mom journaled. My mom did journal, but not as much as she, like, I think she did like a little bit. I know my dad did like a tiny bit maybe. I don't really know where all
that came from.
Yeah, because all the kids, all my, like Maddie and Jack, my two older siblings, they always journaled a lot.
Wow.
And I did. And I think my younger siblings, not as much, but all three of us like really journaled, which is very interesting to me because I wasn't really, I think at one point, like I was encouraged, like, oh yeah, you can journal. I think it was really when my grandma lived with us though, she journaled. So maybe we just like saw her journal. And that was always like appealing to me.
That makes sense. That's so interesting because I agree. Like, I feel like my parents didn't really journal. I remember like seeing an old journal that my mom had or something.
I saw
away.
something like that too. Yeah.
My dad picked up journaling a lot later, like after I'd already moved out. And I actually loved his philosophy because he was like, to make it a sustainable habit, he would time himself and do 10 minutes of journaling. And he was like, this is how I'm going to do it. Every single day and actually get it done. It's something like a manageable goal.
That's cool. Yeah.
And I thought that was cool, but that wasn't until later on. Yeah. I don't know, but I feel like there were always the pretty little journals with like the little locks on them and stuff.
Those
and
were
that
so
always
cool.
appeals to little girls. And I think that like my sisters and I were big journalers. Like I remember Grace was. I don't know about Lucy as much, maybe, but Grace definitely was.
It feels like you have somewhere you can confide. Like you can.
Yeah,
you know,
you can put whatever in there. Yeah.
Yes. I had to like hide my journals though.
Yeah.
I had to hide those bad boys.
We were pretty respectful. It would be a pretty egregious thing to read someone's journal.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've glanced at a few ever, but I was like, I can't do this. I feel too terrible.
Yeah.
My dad though would like go and look for ours though. Oh, no. And I would hide mine like deep under my mattress. Not just like, ooh, it's tucked. It was in the middle of my bed.
Nice.
So it was like away and it was pretty safe. I didn't really have anything bad in there. I didn't have any like,
but it's just like, it's still private.
Yeah.
Like
it is private, bro.
No one else reads your journal. Like I wouldn't even have my husband read my journal.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like, that's just weird. I'm not hiding anything. That's just
I have
weird.
nothing to hide. I just feel like, wow. Yeah.
I'll read him excerpts sometimes.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
I love that you do that too. He loves it. He's obsessed with me reading my journal. Yeah.
That's so cool. It's really awesome. I go back.
Yeah.
And I'll read. I'll just go and read. And I have like physical journals. I also have digital journals. I have a couple. I have 3 on Google Docs, and they are pages and pages.
Wow.
And I have deep, deep journals of when we first moved to Tennessee.
Wow.
And going through that, because I would get up every single morning at like 5. I'd read my Bible. I'd journal, and I was going through it. So those were some.
Yeah, I've got those on hard copy. It was a dark time.
That was some tough times, some tough entries, bro.
Yep.
Those were not light little.
I remember one journal entry during that time was like, "Where do I even begin?" It was like so dramatic.
I have one the day that we were like finishing packing up from Merced.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really
It's so, I love looking back because it puts me in that moment. I'm like, man, I remember feeling like that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Because it's like once you're removed and it's been years, like I forget how I felt.
Yeah.
But I think it's so helpful to go back and remember.
It's really beautiful to connect to that time and be there. It's a great gift to give to yourself too, to go back. I think about like even when I'm much older, I'll be able to go back and still read these thoughts from like 10,
Yeah.
12, 13, 14. Like literally, I've pretty much always journaled.
Yeah.
And anytime I would leave a break, have a gap, I'd be like, so sorry, I have to fill you in on everything. And I'd be like, da 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 da.
I know. Why are we apologizing to our journal?
Oh, yeah.
I totally did that too.
Yeah, so sorry.
I like love Maggie to
XO.
myself. Hilarious. But
Yeah.
no, I think, like you said, it gives you gratitude because I go back, I'm like, man, I was in a really tough time back then.
Yeah.
I'm like really grateful that I'm not anymore.
Yep. 1000%.
Gives you that perspective. I love it.
That's good.
Oh, it's so good. Everyone should journal.
Everyone should journal.
The next question. Do you think kids should journal? Absolutely.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. It's so, obviously I work with youth. So like I see these little guys and like their time on iPads and iPhones, I hate it for them so much. Yes, they can learn a lot and advance faster in like certain ways, but like, no, like, yes, I will 100% encourage my kids to journal.
Yeah.
And I have a theory that also like just what I do, they're going to want to do.
I was
So
about
all
to
I got to
say,
do is
you'll model it.
they'll just be like, okay, mom's journaling. I want to journal too.
Yeah, you
like,
get them a pretty journal. Like
Mitchell
of course.
journals too. So they'll be
Yeah.
like, well, dad and mom do this. So I want to do this. I think it's so good. And just to like get, also being a little kid, being a preteen, a teen, it's just hard. You're just feeling so many things. You feel like the world is against you.
Yep.
You're trying to survive. I think that's what parents don't understand about this age too. And I'm like, they got so many feelings. It's like you said, they don't know how to regulate yet. So one thing, like when they can't, like this one little girl is coaching, like the ice cream truck always comes halfway through our session and always leaves by the end. Oh. So she hasn't gotten ice cream. That is a big, when you are 7 years old and you have now missed the ice cream truck 2 times in a row, you feel devastated.
Yeah.
And I can like understand that.
That's so fair.
You know?
Yeah.
But it's like,
do you like talk her through that or?
I'm like, no. I'm like, well, maybe it'll come back. I'm like, well, you know, we could talk to your grandma about like, what if you just went to a shop afterwards or whatever, you know, just like, oh, that's true. We could probably do that.
But really empathize with how big of a deal that is.
Yes. When your life is that small, which at that age, it is small. It's very small. You don't understand how small it is. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Your house, your living environment is your entire world almost. And so you have one little thing and you're like, this is the end of the world. It feels really huge. And so I think also just having an escape to like write that.
Yep.
Write that out. Write about it.
No judgment, objective. Like it's literally just writing it out. And like we talked about the articulation of it, like actually being able to express what you're feeling.
Yeah.
And then that'll translate to being able to express your feelings to other
someone
people.
Else.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a huge tool.
Yep. And separate it from the facts too. I'm feeling this. And that's something I try and go back to a lot. I'm feeling this, but the facts are this.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. That helps me so much.
Yeah. We're going to have a bunch of little journalers in our house.
Yeah. We're like, calm down.
Relax.
Yeah.
Go on your iPad.
It's not going to be iPad time. It's going to be journal time.
That's so cute.
Go to your journal time. Go have your journal time.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going to model it. I think that if you model it, it's not going to be an issue.
Yeah, 100%.
At all.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Love it. All right. What's your journaling habit like right now? Is it gratitude, brain dump, goals? Like, what is it like?
A lot of it to me, I write to God a lot. Like that's how I talk to him a lot. Like half of it is like me just talking about what's going on. This past month has been hectic, so I haven't really been journaling.
Sure.
I've got a couple check-ins, but they're really brief. Like this is what's going on today, and they'll be like, "Dear Jesus, like help me with this today. Help me to focus on you. Love you. Thank you. Gratitude, stuff like that." That's pretty much like what it is. If I'm gonna go deep, because I like to write, I'll go deep into writing.
Yeah.
I will get on my digital journal. And I will I'll write for a long time and I will go very, very deep.
What's your, like, do you have like an app for it or
Google
it's
Docs.
literally just a doc? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
journal
really
number
cool.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, because
That's awesome.
I also am afraid of like, I think about sometimes like, man, what if there's a fire or a flood or what if I lost these?
That's fair.
So I like doing a little hybrid,
Yeah.
a little bit of both. So
That makes a lot of
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
That's really fair. I feel like it's not quite daily. I've been in a better rhythm the past couple of weeks, but like you said, it goes in and out. Like I do want to be journaling daily. I typically do it in the morning. And it's very much just factual. Like, this is what's going on in my day. And then there is usually a prayer at some point.
Yeah.
On Sundays, I bring like a small journal with me to church.
I journal in church. Yes.
And I like to get there early. And that is usually like
cute.
a journal to God. It's like,
Nice.
oh God, like praying for this or
What's up,
thinking
bro?
about this. And it's usually a little bit deeper too. Like, it's more
Yeah.
reflective time for
Yeah.
me. So I really
Okay.
like doing that. And that's my habit on Sunday. And then other days it's in the morning, more of a brain dump. And then I've been trying to be really specific with my prayers in my journal, like making a point of asking for very specific things. Because I think it's helped me to, I don't know if like expressing my faith in God's like providence and like providing for what I'm asking for.
Yeah.
But I think that there is something
Yes.
that's been good for me about like being very specific, like asking for a specific test score for Matthew and being
Yeah.
like, yes, I trust in your will. And if it's not that, I have total faith and
Asking
trust.
you'll receive. Yeah.
But I do think that there's been something helpful for me about being very specific, if that makes sense. So I've been doing that more
Yes.
and like actually writing it down too. So it's like on paper.
Yes.
Yeah.
That reminds me of something that I've done on and off a lot. And it's so crazy because I want to go back and read some of these because it's all like happening now. I would just start it off by like, I see myself. I was like, I see myself. I'm doing this. I have this in my relationships. I have this in my business. I'm making this amount of dollars. I'm helping this many people. I'm doing this. And I write that. And it's really like affirming what it is that I want. And it's actually hitting me because I'm remembering some just even from not that long ago that I literally was saying like all these things, like I'll be making this much money. I'll be helping this many people. I'll have this many followers. I'll be doing this.
Wow.
And then you hit, it's crazy.
That's phenomenal.
It's really crazy. And that I think is an incredible tool
Yeah.
because we do have the power to speak these things.
Yes.
Like speak them into existence. Like you really do. If the tongue has the power of life and death, what's all the in between? It's everything. You have so much power in your words.
That's
and
so
writing
true.
it and making it. And then, yeah, I don't think there's probably not a single thing, unless it's things I'm still headed towards, but I haven't done in a while, that like hasn't happened.
Well, yeah, and
I
that's
don't think
the
there's a single
thing. That's
thing.
why I love writing down prayers because it's like I look back, I'm like, man,
Boom,
they were
answered
all
prayer.
answered.
Mitchell and I talk about that all the time. We're like, literally every single, I just got chills, every single thing that we have prayed for and that we have asked for, he has given us.
Yeah.
It is insane. And we will sit there and we'll be like, our house, our backyard, our dog, like we will just like I'll be like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like, it blows my mind. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the heck?
When
Like,
you actually realize, yeah.
yeah.
Because so often I think that it comes to pass and then you're like, oh yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
But when you go back and realize and are intentional about like, oh, I did pray for that. Like
Yeah.
we are living in answered
And
prayers.
answered prayers. I
Yeah.
love that. Ever since Matthew said that, I was literally like, wow.
I know.
I've been really thinking about that because I'm like, oh my god.
So powerful.
Yeah. I think it's a great way to realize how far you've come too.
Yeah.
And then you can be like, especially when I'm always trying to grow. I'm always trying to do a lot of things. I'm always trying to,
Yeah.
So I get so focused on the growth that sometimes I forget about how all the growth.
Yes. Yeah.
I literally
That's
am like,
already happened.
Look at all the growth that's already happened, you know? And it's like, yeah, I would kill to have been if I look at myself 2 years ago or 3 years ago, 2 years ago, I just left corporate.
Wow.
Yeah, I just had 2 years on that. I left in having faith that where I am now was going to happen.
And now you're there.
And now I'm there.
Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy. You know, you're like,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
not that long too.
No.
2 years to be like,
It feels like
whoa.
way longer ago. That is not a long time to be at where you are
It's
now.
not. It's not.
You're
I'm like,
killing it.
that's nuts. I'm like, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
God is so good.
A lot
But
to be grateful for,
Like that's
yes.
why journaling's so great is like because we look back on where we
Yes.
were.
My gosh, I would go into my corporate job and I would like get at my desk and I would just start journaling. I'm at work today. I don't know how much longer I can do this. I hate what I'm
I
doing.
don't know how much longer I can do this. Wow. But yeah,
I want
you
to
hated
escape.
going
I
to work in
would
the
write
morning.
about my escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Look at where you are now.
Look at where we are. Look at it.
Okay. When you're forming a habit, what do you think makes it stick?
I really think strategy is very important.
Ooh,
when
expand on that.
because I think people will just be like, oh, I'm gonna just start doing this. This is my new thing I'm gonna do.
Yep.
But did you think it through? Did you have a plan that was gonna set you up for success? And I think it's often we're too willy-nilly, like, oh, this is gonna be my new thing that I'm gonna do, my new habit. And if you're not careful with that, you will create a really tough relationship with yourself.
Yep.
You will have friction because you won't trust yourself because your actions don't align with what you say you're going to do.
Right.
So I think people, number one, you need to be a little more careful on what you say you're going to do. I'm going to get up every morning at 6 a.m. and go to the gym. Okay. Like, how many days a week are you working out now? 0. Okay. Already, that's not going to work for you unless you're just a different kind of animal.
Right.
You're probably not, though, or you would already be there. So what can we do to set yourself up to take a step in the direction? And it comes back to connecting to the why.
Ooh.
So what is your why? Okay, so you want to do this habit. Why do you want to do this habit? Well, I want to look better. Okay, so we need to associate the end goal with your habit as closely as we possibly can, so that when it's time to do that habit and you haven't made an actual habit yet, because people don't actually form habits, they think they are, but you know, you got to really stick with it.
Yeah.
That you'll actually follow through on it.
Agreed.
So I think when you're bringing in that habit, make sure that you have strategy in your habit, and more than anything, connect it to something that you already do.
I like that. Wow.
Or replace it with something that you've currently been doing.
Okay.
So if you're always eating chips after dinner, like you need something salty, do not just cut out the chips. Make something healthy that's an alternative that's going to kill that craving. Like,
that makes so much
switch
sense.
it out. Don't just like switch it out. Replacement habit is like, I think that one of the easiest things.
Replacement habit. That's so good.
Yeah.
I feel like I have not heard that before. But I think you're like, did I just make that
I was
up?
like, wow.
I
That was
think we
kind of
did.
good.
Yeah,
Oh my
that was
gosh.
really
Wow.
good. But yeah, I think oftentimes, and I'll do this too, like we overestimate ourselves and what we're capable of.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, especially like, New Year's goals and New Year's resolutions. It's just like, a new year doesn't change anything at all.
Yep.
It can be motivational at the beginning, but you do need your why in the end. And I think something that came to mind for me was accountability, like having someone, myself, but someone outside too, that's helping me stay accountable. Like we talked about how Mitchell and Matthew will check in and see if we're journaling. And Matthew and I are forming a new habit of praying in the evenings, but we have each other.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, we need to both be reminding each other. And so there will be evenings where I forget and it gets late, and then he'll remind me and vice versa. And it's so helpful to have someone keeping you accountable. And then along with you too, the second thing is sustainability.
Yes.
Like you said, like make it a sustainable goal that you can build off of. Like if it's journaling, start with 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't sit down for 30 minutes because it's going to be overwhelming.
Yeah. Start with 2 minutes.
You're not going to have
Yeah.
30 minutes in a day. I don't have 30 minutes in a day to journal typically. I
Yeah.
have like 10, 15.
Yeah.
And that's perfect for me.
You run a tight ship.
But start. I just have so many things to do.
Busy girl.
Yeah, but make
Yeah.
it sustainable. And then you
Yes.
can build off of it if you want to grow that habit.
Yes. No, I think that's so crucial. And association too, as much as possible. When you're in that thing, that's when you do that thing.
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
You're in that
like
thing, you do
sitting
that thing.
somewhere for journaling. Like that
Yes.
is my spot for journaling.
Yes, I think that's really helpful. And just don't bite off more than you can chew.
Yeah.
Because if you've been trying to set habits and you haven't right now, that's probably why.
Yeah.
You've lost trust with yourself.
Yeah.
You've taken on things that like I wouldn't take on, you know?
It's
Or you
true.
wouldn't take
And
on,
it's
we're
okay
pretty
to start
disciplined.
small.
Yeah.
Like that's the best way to build a habit. And I was reading too, like we hear the 21-day rule, like it takes 21 days to build a habit. But there are other studies that say it's like 66 days.
It's way longer.
I've seen up to 90 days. It's
Yeah.
like, don't underestimate how long it takes to build a habit. It takes a long time. 3 weeks, it's probably going to take longer than that to actually be a habit. And then like months for it to be an actual routine where you don't really have to think about it.
The reality is I probably have very few legitimate habits. Everything
Daily?
else,
Yeah.
everything else is discipline and informing it to that.
Yeah.
But the amount of actual habits that I have, I would say, I thinking positively about things. That's like probably made that a habit.
Yeah.
Drinking water in the morning. I don't really think about that. I just go and I drink a bunch of water.
Yeah.
And those are like the only two I can think of like right now.
Seriously, yeah.
Habits are rare. Habits are really, really rare.
Absolutely.
I think that's good for people to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Should probably wrap up. Okay,
Yeah, one more.
Okay, yeah, one more. If someone listening wants to start just one habit today, where should they start? And I do feel like we already touched on this, but if we could just like recap it.
Journal. If you want to start one habit, journal. I think that would be like is it one habit that they should start today, or how should they start it to do it?
Yeah, how should they start? But I love that too.
Okay, yeah. Journaling, I would say if you want to just like improve your life and there's a habit that you don't have, like literally journal. I think it's crazy what it can do for you.
Legitimately been like life-changing.
Literally life-changing. Like journal. That's like, if there's a habit, because you'll reflect on everything else. Like, well, my fitness, all the things. Mm-hmm. The way to actually start a habit was what I was saying. Pick something that you really feel you can actually do. Make it easy enough to do that it's not going to take a bunch of time. And then give yourself a reward for it. Reward yourself.
Nice.
Have a reward so you can associate it with the dopamine that you get afterwards. And
that's awesome.
Even if the reward is you going and like giving yourself a high five in the mirror, smiling at yourself, telling yourself good job, like some sort of reward.
Yeah, associate with something positive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And just don't make it that hard. Like start very, very small.
Yeah, make it sustainable. I would say, again, like accountability. And like you said, honor your word to yourself. Know that it's a serious thing if you're committing to something.
Yeah.
And it's a serious thing if you decide to drop that habit. Not that you have to keep it up if it's not actually helpful, if it's not serving you. But know that it's a serious thing to honor your word to yourself.
Yes.
So you should have yourself for accountability. I also think that it's really helpful to have someone outside, another person, a friend, a family member, keep you accountable.
I think so too.
Check in as well. Just like check-ins, you can tell them like, hey, I'm starting this habit. I'm going to the gym X amount of times. Like if you could just check in every so often, so I have that accountability, that would be amazing.
Yes. No, that's really good.
Yeah.
I was gonna add something. Oh, like with my new habit that I want to lock in, which is like an hour of time with the Lord in the morning. I haven't even said like, oh, I'm doing that. I'm starting that yet. Because I don't want to break my word to myself and to God, honestly. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I got to take this serious once I say, hey, I'm committing this to you. Yeah. So I'm changing my schedule. I'm shifting some morning things to make sure that I can do that and make sure that it's sustainable.
Yeah, but taking that seriously when you do finally speak it out and you're like, this is my goal. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I can still, commit to like the 15 or 20 in the morning.
Yeah.
But like figuring out how to lengthen that and do that in a way, I need to literally make adjustments to my schedule. So it's bringing in the right people, optimizing, strategies and everything for the flow of the day. And then I'm like, all right, I got it. But I mean, your word matters. Take it seriously. Don't just be like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym 6 times a week.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Demasiado.
No. And you don't need that. We're gonna have a guest on soon, fitness guest specifically, and she's amazing. She's really legit, and we'll talk to her about fitness habits and stuff. It'll be awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So start your new habits.
Yeah. Go get them done, guys.
Amazing.
That's a wrap. Yeah. Woo, crushed it. Thank you for listening. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I would greatly appreciate if you could share this episode with 5 people you think could benefit from the show. Also, please feel free to connect with me on Instagram at Izzy Chinche or my website at izzychinche.com. Thank you so much for being you. Keep being a leader and making this world a better place.